Alright, hi, welcome back. In this video, we're going to learn how to make proxies inside Adobe Premiere Pro. Without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so basically proxies, so you want to create a proxy if you are working with 4K footage or 8K footage and your computer is kind of slow to play those images or those videos because it's really big resolution that's really hard for your computer to play. So making proxies is useful if your computer is slow. If your computer is a bit slow and you are working with very high resolutions footage or videos. All right, so right here we are inside of Adobe Premiere Pro. I'm currently using all panels workspace. All right, so I'm gonna go here in our project file. I already downloaded a 4K footage. All right, so I'm gonna import it by opening our Finder. All right, so I already downloaded here a 4K footage sample. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drag this 4K sample footage to our project panel. All right, importing files. There you go. Now I already have here the 4K sample footage. All right, so right in the bat, it's kind of my computer. So if you want to know, you just hover your mouse to this 4K footage, and as you can see, the movie resolution is 3800 to 2000, so it's going to be a 4K footage. All right, so to create a sequence, all right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a sequence. So if you want to export your final work for 4K footage as well, if you don't want to downgrade it, that's fine. So if you want to create a sequence which match the settings, which is, and this example, this is a 4K footage, and you want to create a sequence with a 4K footage as well, all you have to do is to drag this to our new item. It will automatically create a sequence that has these settings. All right, so this sequence is our 4K footage sequence. If you export this, it will export for 4K. All right, the exact resolution of the 4K footage that you shot from the project panel. All right, so bear in mind. Now you can create a new sequence for that with the different settings. If you want to downgrade from 4K to, let's say, 1080p, it's really up to you. But right now we are dealing with 4K footage and 4K sequence here in our timeline. All right, now so you already here. If you play this, it's kind of laggy if you're gonna play this one. All right. Alright, since I'm using a Mac computer right now, and my computer is really playing this really good, alright, because it's just only one 4K footage. But imagine if you are working with multiple 4K footage or a long one, probably your computer will start to slow down. Alright, that's why we use Proxy to play those high resolution 4K footage, 8K footage, and Adobe Premiere Pro will make a low resolution, all right, connecting to that high resolution just to play back and edit it inside Adobe Premiere Pro. So once you're done editing, all right, you can disable the proxy so that you can export the whole clip to 4K footage. All right, so I'm gonna show you how we can do that. So we are here in the timeline. All right, I have here the 4K footage here. So basically, to enable the proxy, all you have to do is to go here into Program Monitor. All right, so I'm gonna make it bigger in the Program Monitor. So the proxy icon is this one, Toggle Proxies, just in case that you cannot find it here, because I already drag it and customize it. But just in case you cannot find it here, all you have to do is click on this plus sign and then look for this icon. This is the Toggle Proxies, and you just simply drag and drop it here in our inside of our box. All right, so once you release that, the Toggle Proxies will be set up in here. So click on OK, and there you have it. This is the Toggle Proxy that you can enable and disable if you want. Cool. Now let's go here inside of our video here. All right, so before you enable this, make sure you create a proxy for this footage. All right, so there's a couple of ways to do that. You can highlight everything in here, all of your clips, right click, and then click on proxy, and then click on proxy, and then create proxies. All right, so by clicking this, all right, Adobe Media Encoder will pop up, and then it will render and create proxies for you. Okay, all right, so now once you already created the proxies for your footage, all you have to do is to toggle this little icon here. Once you turn it on, blue means turn on. All right. So if this icon is color blue, means it's enabled. All right. So your proxies is enabled now. Once you play this, all right, it's playing your proxy file. All right. Meaning instead of playing the whole 4K resolution inside Premiere Pro, it's just actually playing the low resolution file, proxies file, to play inside Premiere Pro. All right. So it's only a representation of your actual footage. All right. And then on your timeline, you can just edit this, you cut this. All right. You cut, you edit, you delete, you anything. You just do anything with your timeline once this proxy is enabled. And once you're done with your edited timeline and you are ready to export for a 4K footage, all you have to do is to toggle off or disable this proxy, and then you can just set in points. You can just set in points and set the out points in here by pressing the I for in points and then O for out point, and then you just simply export this by pressing Command M or File, Export, and then it will export your 4K footage in this way. All right, so this one is your 4K footage. I'm gonna export. All right, so once you click on export, it will export your 4K footage, and that's how you use Proxy. You play it. Right, this is a 4K footage. As you can see, it's very detailed and it's very crisp and it's very high resolution. And you can also change this from full resolution to 1/8 resolution. All right, so you can also select playback resolution here, so you can choose full to play it full resolution at 4K. All right, or you can 1/2 resolution, 1/4 resolution, or even 1/8 resolution. All right, this one is highlighted because we are dealing with 4K footage. That's why you can play it in 1/8 of resolution. So if you're gonna play this, all right, this footage is not gonna look very high resolution because you're just playing it in 1/8 of resolution. All right, and that's how you use these proxies to make your editing life enjoyable. All right, so it's not laggy or anything like that. All right, let's try to play it with full resolution and with toggle off, and let's try to play it. All right, and that's how you make proxies inside Premiere Pro. All right, thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.